Hey 8th graders, today's lesson is 1.2 and 1.3 magnetism. Obviously, if you're watching this, you are working on this from home, so I'm going to go through all the parts with you guys. To start off, your guys' learning targets, I can develop rules to describe how magnets behave. I can model attracting and repelling magnets, and I can use magnets to either attract or repel another magnet. So you guys are understanding how the magnets are going to attract to each other, how they're going to repel. You're able to model that and kind of use that to build some rules about how those magnets behave. Okay, since this is a new unit and this is our first Amplify lesson in this unit, you guys need to create a new section in your notebook. So you're going to open up your OneNote, you're going to click New Section, and you're going to title that Magnetism. Okay, then underneath the magnetism section, you guys are going to add 2 pages. There should already be 1 page there for you guys, so just go ahead and click the add page once. And you guys are going to change the names of those untitled pages to vocab like usual and key concepts like usual. Okay, then to your notes today, you guys are going to add your unit question. Why do magnets move objects in different ways? So why do some move towards them? Why do some move away? And then the 2 key concepts for today. A magnetic force can attract or repel an object at a distance, so it doesn't have to be touching it to be able to exert a force. Okay, and then in a system of magnets, there is a repelling force between the poles, like poles, and an attracting force between opposite poles. So that's north and south is opposite, and then north and north or south and south is is like poles. Okay, and then 3 vocab words to add to your vocab page. Attract is to pull objects toward one another. Repel to push objects away from one another. And magnetic pole is one of the 2 opposite ends of a magnet. So if we're looking at a bar magnet, we got 2 ends. Those are our 2 magnetic poles. One's usually marked the north and the other's marked the south. Okay, for your bell ringer today, what do you know about how magnets behave? So tell me what you guys know about magnets. Okay, I'll go ahead, take a second to pause this video, finish up your guys' Activity 1 notebook and your Activity 2 bell ringer. And then when you guys are ready to move on, go ahead and hit play on this video. All right. Moving on to Activity 3, you guys have a little video. This is the same kind of videos you guys have been watching at the start of every unit. So you guys are going to learn a little about the problem you guys are trying to solve. So this is troubleshooting a magnetic launcher. You guys are going to right-click this link, hit Open Link. Your video looks like this. Okay, Universal Space Agency. So go ahead, take a second, pause this video, watch this video, and when you're done, come back and we'll move on. All right, Activity 4, you guys have a little hands-on. Obviously, you guys are not here today, so you guys will not be able to do the hands-on stuff unless you guys have this stuff laying around your house. You guys need like a penny, a nickel, a piece of aluminum foil, some paper clips, and a popsicle stick, as well as a magnet of any sort. Okay, if you guys don't have those materials at home, you guys can use this video to help you guys. So right-click that link, open it up. Your guys' video looks like this, so watch the guy play with all these materials and kind of think as you guys are going along as how do I observe what attracts to a magnet, maybe what repels to a magnet, how these magnets behave. So this is going to be the start of you guys building that rule or those rules about how magnets behave that we talked about in our learning target for today. Okay, so go ahead, take a second, pause this video, watch this video, and come on back when you're done. Okay, moving on to Activity 5. This is, again, our first lesson in this unit, so we're going to learn how to use the sim as well. So go ahead, right-click, open up your sim link, and I want you guys to take like 4 or 5 minutes to explore how to use the sim. You guys test all these different items. You guys can go to Run, Analyze, see what you guys can collect as far as data. You guys can look at potential energy field lines, what these options do. So work through all the different aspects of this sim. And again, take a second, pause this video, mess with the sim for about 4 or 5 minutes, and then when you guys are done and have figured out how to work it, let's go ahead and come back to this video. All right, from the activity you guys did in the sim and what you guys saw with the video for the hands-on, okay, from what you observed in the hands-on exploration and the sim exploration, write 3 rules below that explain how magnets behave. So what do you guys notice magnets doing, how they're behaving, and why they're behaving that way? So give me some rules, if you will. Okay, so you guys will write 3 rules, okay? And then you guys will move through these agree, disagree statements here. So magnets attract some metals. Do you agree or disagree? Use your draw tool. Okay, magnets repel wood. Do you agree or disagree? If you guys are not sure, you guys can go back, watch the video again on the hands-on and or check the sim where you guys could test things like wood there. Okay. A magnet must be touching an object to repel it. So in order for it to push it away, it has to be in contact first. Okay, agree or disagree? Magnets can move other objects from a distance. Again, agree or disagree? So again, the magnet can be away from the object and still be able to move it. So agree or disagree? And then magnets can attract or repel other magnets. So agree or disagree? So use your draw tool to circle or highlight those. If you guys use a highlighter, make sure you guys use a color I can see. Okay, take a second, pause that, write your guys' 3 rules on slide 7 and your agree, disagree statements on slide 8. When you're done, come on back to this video. All right, modeling. So you guys kind of have an idea. You guys have written some rules. You guys have gone over some different statements. What you guys are going to do is model how magnets attract or repel each other. So your goal is to create 2 models. In one model, show 2 magnets that will attract each other. In the other model, show 2 magnets that will repel each other. Use the symbol shown in the key in your model, so I'll go through that with you guys. In the left-hand panel, draw 2 magnets positioned so that the magnetic force will cause motion. Again, the motion you should see in this first model is going to be attraction. Okay, in the right panel, show what would happen if the magnet to the magnets after you let go of them. So in the first one, pretend you guys are holding them in place. And then in the second one, you guys are going to pretend you let go of them and those magnets are allowed to move. Again, if they are attracting, they should come together. So that's what you guys should see in this second one. So what you guys have over here is some little objects that you guys can click and drag. So held in place, we're going to show 2 magnets. I'll kind of do this one with you guys that are held in place. Okay, they're going to be away from each other because we're going to want them to attract. So when they are done, they're going to be towards each other or stuck together. Okay, now I want you guys to start and think about this. Okay, are these 2 magnets arranged where they're going to attract? Okay, so I want you guys to set it up like this, and then I want you guys to fix it. Okay, is it the north and north pole and the south and south pole? Those are like poles. Is that going to cause them to attract or repel? Okay, and if your answer is that they're going to repel there, then you guys need to flip it so it's opposite poles. Okay, if that's good, then you guys can leave it as is. So go ahead and make whatever edits you guys need, and then you guys also have these little arrows that you guys can click and drag and say, all right, if these are attracting, they should be going together. Okay, so go ahead, finish your little model there, and then on the next side, you guys are going to do repelling magnets. So now grab 2 magnets. Again, you guys want them to repel, so set them up how they would be if you guys wanted them to push away from each other, and then what would they look like after they actually push away from each other. And then think again about your orientation. Should it be north and north on one end and south on another end, or should it be north and south on the same side, north and south down here as well, so opposite poles. Okay, so go ahead, set those up, use the arrow to show the direction that those magnets will move after we release them. Okay, and then finally your last little part of this is back to the sim. Your goal is to create a launcher. Okay, if you guys didn't finish part 6, go ahead, pause this video now, come back to it when you guys are ready to move on to part 7, which is your last part. Okay, so this is activity 7, it's a sim, so you guys will need your sim link again. Okay, remember your sim looks like this. Your goal is to create a launcher, and this should help you guys with your modeling. If you weren't 100% sure on your models, okay, this will help you guys. So your launcher is 2 magnets that basically repel each other. So that's like the second model you guys just did. Okay, so place a weak magnet horizontally at the bottom of the screen. Okay, so we want a weak magnet. We're going to grab one right here. We want it horizontally, so that's going to be left and right. So I'm going to click and drag this left and right. Okay, at the bottom of my screen. Set up a locked magnet so it'll attract the weak magnet at a distance. So this is going to be a magnet catcher. Sorry, this is going to be like the first model you guys did. It should be an attraction. Okay, so your goal is to have one magnet be locked in place and it pulls the other magnet to it and catches it. Okay, so set up a locked magnet so it'll attract the weak magnet at a distance. So we're going to go ahead and set up another magnet. You guys can use either a strong or a weak. You guys are going to orient that how you guys think it's necessary. So this way or this way. I'm going to let you guys figure that out, and then you guys will lock it in place using this. Okay, then you guys will hit run. Your goal is to get this magnet to move up and stick to this magnet. So if it doesn't do that, then you guys need to go back and revamp. You guys could either use a different magnet, like a strong magnet, or you guys could flip the rotation. So your red and your green or your blue are flipped. However you guys need to do to make a magnet catcher. So again, this one should come up and stick to this locked magnet. Okay. Once you guys do that, you are going to go ahead and screenshot. So if you're using a Chromebook, you're going to hit Control-Shift and then the little box key with the 2 vertical lines right above the number 6. You guys will just screenshot your little launcher so you guys can just do this, whatever it was in the build. So show me your setup. I want to see your setup, not the After Effects. Okay, and then paste that there. The next one, you're going to make a magnet launcher. So again, that should be something that launches. So place a weak magnet vertically near the left side of the screen. So I'm going to reset. Place a weak magnet vertically on the left side of the screen. Set up a locked magnet so it will repel the weak magnet off the right side. So we want the magnet to move off to this side. So we're going to set up another magnet here. Again, you guys set it up however you guys would need to, and you're going to lock that one in place. Okay, so which way is going to repel it? Either blue up top and red on the bottom, or like you guys see it there. I'm going to let you guys figure that out. Again, this is your guys' second model that you guys did where you were showing the repelling magnets. So once you guys figure out this launcher, go back and check your model. Make sure your guys' model is correct if you were unsure. Okay, so you'll set up a launcher, and then you guys will screenshot that as well. Again, you guys should be screenshotting the before, like the build part that shows me what it set up before you guys hit run. Okay, again, if you guys get that to work, it should shoot that other magnet off the right side of your screen. Okay, once you guys are done with that, go ahead and do your wrap up. Do you have any questions, yes or no? If you guys have questions, type them right there, and then 4, 3, 2, 1. How do you think you did? Okay, you guys are all good. Go ahead, make sure it's complete. Make sure you guys save before, let it save before you guys exit out of it and hand it in, and you are good to go. I will talk to you later. Bye.